Welcome to the ranting. Welcome to the Ranting and Raving Pod. It's your girl Pinkley.
And your boy Too Cocky Dre, what it do?
And I am so happy to be here on this Wednesday, hump day. You already know. We have so much planned for you guys today, so we are about to tap into it. For those listening on Stationhead, hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What it do?
Y'all be catching this episode soon on the YouTube. So I definitely want to start off, as usual, we're going to be talking about words of wisdom. This week's episode, we talked about the success that you are missing is in the work you're avoiding. So I just encourage people to stop being lazy, to stop procrastinating. Just do the work. There's no shortcuts. There's no easy way out. Like every time you take a shortcut, you end up doubling the amount of time that it would take for you to just do it the right way the first time. Like when you have to double back and make adjustments, it's out. It makes no sense, right? So let's just work hard and do what we need to do. We also need to realize that there's a bunch of different ways to incorporate, not better work, but just things that work better for us. So like I mentioned some things like cutting out distractions, cutting off people. There's a couple other things I mentioned. You have to see the episode, which is out right now, to tap into the ways to help. But just know that it's not an uncommon thing. Sometimes we get overwhelmed because we put too much on ourselves. So we're not pacing ourselves and we're just trying, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. And then with like trying to get all these things done, we're not pacing ourselves at a good pace. We're not like scheduling. We're not organizing. We're not setting aside time for the way that certain things need to set aside time for. Let me say it in a better way. So basically, if you know that every day you need to do something as simple as post on Instagram, if you would just simply put aside 20 minutes per day to post on Instagram or post on socials in general to push your business or to push your product or to push yourself, whatever your goal is, if you set that time aside, then you know that every day I'm going to spend this 20 minutes, I'm going to do this, and it's going to become a habit. It's going to become a regular thing for you. So that's why it's super, super important to set aside time, but it's also super, super, super important to set aside time and organize so that way you don't get overwhelmed. Because once you get overwhelmed, you're going to start craving that like recreational stimulation, which is super unproductive. So you'll start wanting to like just lay around and watch movies when you could be, researching something that could help you get closer to your goal. Or if you are, let's say you're trying to save a certain amount. Let's say you're not in entertainment. Let's say you don't have a business. Let's say you're just like regular Joe and you just want to save some money to take a trip, right? Learn how to incorporate certain, how to organize your time and spend your time wisely so that way you don't spend money. So if you're saving for a trip every weekend, pick a new movie that you don't have to pay for that you can watch in the house instead of going out with your friends or going out to a bar or going out to eat. Things of that nature. So just find ways. But definitely tap into the episode because I provide a plethora of ways for you guys to, feel a little better about working harder so that way you don't keep looking for the success. Because I see people looking like, why am I not growing? Why am I not getting here? Why do I have this, but it's not the capacity that I want? It's because you're not working hard enough. Like you keep crying and complaining, but you're not working hard enough. So that success that you're looking for is in that work you are avoiding. So I'm going to let Dre chime in. What you think about that, Dre? Do you think I'm like headed in the right direction or you think it's BS?
All right, I don't hold the mic like this because I feel like I'm on stage and all that. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. It fucked me up because I'm used to like the mic stand. So when you look down like the table, I'm like, oh shit, we got to hold it like we rapping tonight. So all right, bet we at the vibe right now. What it do? So,
the vibe. February 5th. I better see you there.
This Monday coming up. Be there or be. Well, for you niggas that's watching, this is gonna be past for y'all. But everybody on the station this Monday, y'all better be there for a rap. Now, all right. I know you told me, and I just heard it, but I want to know one more time. What's the title of Words of Wisdom again?
The title was "The Success That You Are Missing Is in the Work You Are Avoiding."
Now, right, that's a great title. That is a really great title because I feel like if you do, you know what's so. All right, never mind. Let me not fuck up on camera. because now I remember what you told me now. So all right, we're good. So all right, the success that you are missing is in the work that you're not doing, because see, like a lot of times, a lot of people won't put in that work that they really want to put in. No, not even that they really want to put in. They won't put in that work that, let's say I have a dream to do this on some Martin Luther King type, not on some Martin Luther King type, but I had a dream. I want to do this. I want to do that. But all along, you don't do it because it's like it's something holding you back. It's like, and I ain't gonna say a lot of times it come with being black, because black people, for like a good example, we do it all the time. A lot of us got $1 million ideas that really will work, $1 million dreams and shit, but they don't even attack them because they feel like they're scared to do it. They lack they lack the drive,
courage.
they lack the dedication, they lack the courage to just take the chance to just jump out the window and say, yo, let me go ahead and
and
try
bet
that.
on yourself. Tap into episode 78.
78. Tap into that episode of 78. Bet on yourself, because listen, that's powerful. Betting on yourself is the best bet. A lot of you niggas will go bet on FanDuel and bet in a casino before you actually bet on yourself. I ain't ready to listen. A niggas will tell you about me. I don't fuck with the casinos like that. And I don't fuck with FanDuel. I ain't never bet on FanDuel yet. As a matter of fact, I did when they gave me the free $5 bet. After that, I ain't bet shit. Cause I'm betting on myself first. If anything, I'm gonna go take this money that I got and put it towards a dream that I got, because that's the real gamble for me. That's how I'm rocking. That's the real gamble for me. Can you hear us on the channel? All right, bet yeah, but that's the real gamble for me. Like I say, like a lot of niggas know me. When I went to the casino twice, I put $20 up. That was it. I put up a dub. That's it.
I'm not mad at that.
I won 200 both times off the dub. You know what? I went back a third time. Let me not lie. I went back a third time, but I ain't had my good luck charm when I went back. And you know what happened when I put up? I put up $80. Well, I bet it when I got up to like $80. I seen, damn, I lost $80. I walked out of the casino with my head held high. And I smoked the L, rolling down I-95. I'm such a rapper. But I'm just saying, I ain't go over that 80, because the thing is, why am I going to take this bet out here for like this quick little come up when really I should be betting on myself for something that's going to take me somewhere far for a long time? But that's how I feel on that.
I feel that, and I feel like that's an important aspect to bring up when talking about working hard. People are afraid. I feel like you're right. People do have $1 million ideas, and I feel like, especially just because you brought it up in our community, the black community, I feel like a lot of people, that's a get rich quick scheme, or those types of like that mentality of like, oh, you believe in yourself? Oh, you gonna bet on you? Oh, you think you something, huh? You better get you a regular job and work that motherfucker till you can't no more. And like it's so annoying. I'll be real. I literally went through that this week. Like I had an intense conversation, and in the conversation, I literally had to say, I believe in myself though. I don't care. I believe in myself. I literally had to pull that out, because it was like, who are you talking to telling me to just live an average lifestyle when I was never supposed to be average? Exactly. I've never been average. Why would I start being average now, right? Exactly. So it's like, I believe in myself enough to bet on myself, and that's a risk. But if we take the risk, there's plenty of reward in that.
I'm going to tell you this, though. It's something that you just said that you said that people, excuse me, y'all. What the fuck you just said? You said that people,
always say it's a get rich quick scheme.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, right? Philly, no, not even just Philly. In today's society, you niggas is built off of get rich quick schemes.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say all, because I feel like that's just letting out shit, and I ain't trying to let nothing out to the government. But you niggas be letting out to the government all of the get rich quick schemes. Y'all letting niggas know, yeah, y'all get this, go get that. Y'all saying it on camera. I'm not going to be the one to say it on camera.
The internet, they search the internet for that all the time, and they find it because we be posting. Right. PUA scams and all that. Yeah. Like, if a couple of y'all would have came up, it would have been cool. But because everyone, they're still,
Oh
people
no, that's
are
a
still.
PPP scam.
Oh, PPP. But people are still getting booked for that to this day. Like they're still finding people.
They not letting up on niggas.
People thought that people thought because they didn't get caught within the first year they was cool. They thought they was good. No. They on you. They are on you.
Yeah, they listen, they on niggas. A lot of you niggas is going to get locked up from look, right? You know what's so funny? I pray that one of my homegirls don't get locked up. But I knew it was some shit. She hit me like, yeah, I know this joint where you can get like 20 bands or more, but main man gonna want like whatever the number it was too high to like fill it out for me. I said, first of all, nigga, I'm not about to go ahead and give you that much money but somebody could possibly get locked up for. Oh no, you can't get locked up for it. How? When like she was like explaining what it was, I'm like, yo, you can get locked up for this shit. And she ain't think she could. She got like 20 bands off the shit. I told her I'm cool. And then what do you know? Out of all this shit that came out, niggas ain't getting booked for PUA for doing, like the unemployment shit, because they gonna take that back out of you niggas taxes. But what niggas did get booked for is that PPP shit, because a lot of you niggas ain't really have businesses. Y'all started businesses and act like y'all was gonna do something with the money for your business, but your business had to be already in motion.
Right. And I feel like just in addition to what you said about like when she brought it to your attention, my thing is like, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Like, if there's nothing that just like, if it sounds too good to be true, it literally is. That's just the bottom line of it. But we are about to get into our first topic of the night. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal, but not really. I mean, shout out to him in a way that, like, I hope that he heals. And the reason why I say this is because he was speaking out, and he literally said that he was encouraging people not to open up to women, men not to open up to women. He said that he does not open up to women. And he said he does not do this because women always throw the things that he opened up to them about in his face. And I feel like, for me, it's not a male or a female thing. I really feel like it's an insecurity thing, and it comes down to like how comfortable and how much you trust the person you're with. Because I've been in a relationship before where I felt like I couldn't tell the person anything because they would throw it in my face, and I've been in a relationship where I feel like I could tell the person everything and it didn't get, like, it could go either way. But I feel like if you're not comfortable enough with your partner to open up about certain things, and it could be like childhood trauma, it could be like, and a lot of times I think that's what he was mainly referring to too. I think he was referring to like things that are like that's why your bald headed mama, like, you know what I mean, you told me your mom wear a wig, like, I don't know, I feel like that's something lighthearted, you know what I mean, but like I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things that he would like kind of bring up. Like you may say something to someone, and then in the heat of an argument, they want to throw it back at you. But again, I feel like that comes down to the person you're with. It's not a male or a female thing. But now I feel like there's gonna be men who take this like, I can't open up to you because you gon', like, you know what I mean, or females who might flip it and do the same thing. And I feel like it's really silly because it's not a gender based thing. Like,
that's facts. I can relate to this though because I've been a victim to it. I've been a victim to, I've been a victim basically to letting my heart out there and telling things, and they were used against me in arguments and stuff like that. Not cool. Now, I have done that to women as well, but here's the thing. I've done it from a genuine standpoint. I've done it from a point of showing similarities and showing similarities and also showing examples of this is maybe why this happened, because you're moving and such and such and such, or maybe this made you this way because these things happened to you.
But I feel like, the first those two examples you gave, the first one, I feel like that's valid, because I feel like maybe someone may not like realize or see something in themselves, but you're not only calling it out, but you're also like giving a reason why.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But the second one, I feel like, even though still feel like it's valid, I feel like some people might take that offensively.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I could see it, but only because we're talking like heat of a moment type of thing. And I feel like people are already like on edge and sensitive. But I feel like someone saying to you, like, or you saying like, yeah, that's why you're in therapy now, because you were moving like this and you weren't moving like, or you've been doing this whole, or I don't know, that's a bad example. But you know what I mean? Like, you were moving such and such a way, and you did that before. You see how it worked out for you, so get your mess together. Like, right. I feel like in that sort of way, it's almost helpful. Like, I feel like I would appreciate that.
Okay.
That's me personally. You can't.
And that's how I feel like people should take it.
Yeah.
But people, I've had chicks won't. They be like, "Oh, you just throwing that shit in my face," and it's like, no, I'm not throwing it in your face. But here's the thing: maybe this is why this happened, because you're moving like this. What is the coincidence that I'm getting the same shit that they're getting?
Right.
But you know, when it was done towards me, it wasn't done in a exemplified way. It was done in like a fucked up way. It was done in like a malicious way. It was done in a way to make me feel like shit.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the difference, and I feel like people do that when they don't have anything else to say.
Right. That's why, and it's like, you know, it's like shit. Like I don't even like, man. I remember when like a girl threw me, not even a girl, when my ex threw up in my face, like, you know, like me crying and shit or whatever, or like, cause like, you know, I feel like I put like this: I'm not a nigga who am going to hide how I feel. I'm going to give you the real me. I'm going to give you the raw me. Now, sometimes females will make it easy for us to do it, but I'm going to give you like the raw version of me. If I love you that deeply and whatever you doing is hurting me, and like, you know, like if I cry, if I tear up about it, or if I shed, you know, because like my last relationship, I actually cried to my.
What's wrong with men crying? Like, what is this stigma that men can't cry?
You know,
or show emotion, but
then we
want them to show affection. As women, we want them to show affection, but we don't want them to be emotional.
I'm gonna fuck you up with this, right? The only time, it's only 2 moments a nigga don't get judged. I'm gonna say 3. 3 moments that a nigga don't get judged for crying: at a funeral, when he get married, when his kid born. I'm gonna give you a 4th one: when a nigga lose in a championship game. They don't get judged for them 4 things. It's like a nigga cool, but you let a nigga cry about anything else.
I think that's wrong. I feel
it's fucked up.
I feel like if my man can't cry in front of me, then what am I doing as a woman to make him feel like not safe? Like, we want to feel safe with our men, but as females, do we make our men feel safe with us? That's a good question. Like, females, ask yourself that. Like, as much as you're like saying like, oh, like, he don't make me feel secure, do you make him feel secure?
Exactly.
Like, I think that it comes down to reciprocity. Like, everything that we require, we also have to be able to provide. And I feel like that comes down to everything. And I'm about to segue into our another subject, which was going to be the next one, but we have to segue. I was treating. Do women treat? Because I'm gonna segue this in perfectly, because I didn't even know we were gonna go here, but that's how we do it.
It's good.
That's what we do.
That's called natural flow.
Natural flow, right? So this woman was on. So there was 2 instances. There was one where the woman was like on. I guess I saw these videos on Instagram. One on Instagram,
shout out
one
to
on
y'all.
TikTok.
What's up, Steph?
All right. So
what's up, guys?
It ended up being like the one woman was saying that the one woman made a video about another woman's video. Right? I couldn't find the original video, but she was basically saying like, so the woman was on her way. This is not her man, but this is like about to be her man. Like, they there, right? Maybe they haven't made it official, but they there, right? So she's on her way to his house, and he says, "Hey, like, babe, I'm hungry." Not you didn't even ask, did your man eat? Like, how you want that to be your man? You didn't even feed. You didn't even ask, did he eat? You didn't even ask. But anyhow, he mentions to her, "I'm hungry. Could you pick me up something on the way?"
Right.
She acted like it was a big deal. She couldn't pick it up because he didn't give her the money for it. and she wasn't hungry, so it wasn't like, yeah.
That's crazy.
That was the one situation. The second situation was a woman who basically was saying the other situation was a woman got mad at her man because she said she wanted a salad for lunch, and he was like, okay, I'll cash app you for the salad, and he cashed up her $15. So she cashed apped it back and said, keep your little money, I don't need it. For a salad, $15. I mean, even if you go to Salad Works and get the top-notch salad, $15 will cover it. Yeah. But you need an extra $5 for extra
She
stuff?
wanted a drink as well. She wanted like all right, let's say you go to like, what is it? This is my spot. Not Panera Bread, Honey Grow. She wanted the bread too. She wanted the bread.
The bread only 99 cents now. Right. If you ain't got $1, girl, the bread is only 99 cents. I used to love Honey Grow. Like, I got points waiting on me right now for free bread and free lemonade. Yeah, that little what's that? The strawberry something lemonade. That don't go crazy.
That thing go crazy. It
don't go crazy. Like, that bread's not. I'm tired. Listen, I'm not. I feel like I'm hosting mentality right now because I'm not trying to come for y'all ladies, but we just have to hold ourselves accountable and realize that that's not right. Like, if you can't go get, first of all, I have a problem with the fact that you didn't even ask, did that man eat? Like, you on your way to his crib, you expected him to have you probably expected him to have a little bottle, some bud. You expecting all the most, right? Because you know that's how they are. That's how women are.
Society.
They expect all this grandiose thing. And then if you get there, God forbid he got paper plates or something, you ready to leave. Like, it's just so ridiculous. And then, like, you can't pick him up
to my house,
food.
I'm giving you paper plates.
Like, no one's trying to do the dishes. Like, time that he's doing the dishes is time spent away from you. Sure day. Like, let him get them paper plates. So that way, that's 5 more minutes you got with your man. Listen. I don't know. Because when it come down to it, y'all be choosing these men that y'all really don't like. Y'all don't really like them. Y'all don't like them for you probably like the way they look. You probably like the way they dress. You might even like the way they treat you. But you don't like them for them. And that's where the problem lies. Because if you liked a person, and this is man or woman, if you really liked a person for, like, who they are, like, you would care if they ate or not.
Exactly.
You would, like, it's nighttime, you going over there. He probably ain't ate all day. He probably been cleaning his house all day because it's probably dirty as hell. He probably was cleaning his house all day to make sure it was right for you. Picking out movies. Oh, let me go pay my Netflix real quick. All this to make sure it's right for you. And you can't go pick up that man some food, right, or even see if he ate. You could bring the snack, something. Bring a little lot. Like,
but you know what though? This is where you see how things really are messed up in the world, because women literally want old school treatment from men. Take care of this, take care of that. Part. Make sure that the home, make sure that I have this, my nails, my everything. But they don't want to take on the role of the traditional housewife. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to wash your clothes. And in this instant, my man couldn't even get her to go buy no food and bring it to the crib. I'm going to send you the money, though. And the thing is, he shouldn't even have to even give her the money. It should be, all right, babe, I got you. She go get the food and don't worry about it, because you're saying this nigga taking care of you on the regular.
There shouldn't be money involved. Like, that's how I feel for facts, because if it was the opposite, if man was on his way to your house,
you damn sure ain't going to want to give him no money.
You ain't bring nothing. You came empty-handed. It bothers me. And then it brought me to the question: do women even treat anymore?
So some do. Now I have had women who do still treat. That's because it's vice versa. Like, I keep myself in the energy of women who think not tit for tat, but it's like, you hold me, then I hold you down. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not around women, or I'm not dealing with a woman who's just thinking for herself only. Like, what can you do for me? That's it. I don't care about doing anything for you.
And do you peep that as you're, like, like in your vetting process, like are you paying attention to these red flags?
Hell yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of guys, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I can name at least three that I know personally who have like yeah, I don't know why she ended up, I don't know why she was acting like that. And it's like, you didn't,
Nigga, you knew.
You just chose not to, like, and the same with females, like we choose, like people, like human nature, we choose to ignore what we want to ignore.
It's not even ignoring. We are chance givers. A lot of people won't admit that, but every time that a chick or a male accept that their girl cheated on them, that's because you giving them another chance. Every time that you know that you should have left because you just wasn't being treated with respect, but you give them another chance, that's giving somebody another chance. And we as a society, not just black people, not just white people, we are chance givers. We give chance.
So you think that's like a part of like human nature?
It's just a part of human nature.
I feel like that's true, but I feel like I wouldn't stop giving chances because I feel like my chances are based off the person's like actions.
But okay, so when is enough enough?
I feel like if I'm in a situation where, like, let's say somebody was like, I'm in a relationship with someone who was talking to me crazy, right? And I'm like, can you not talk to me that way? I don't feel good about myself when you speak to me that way. Like, can you just not? And let's say the next time a heated argument came, the person was like, you're really pissing me off. I would be like, I would accept that as change behavior, because instead of like going to like blow up the way you did the last time, you're kind of taking it and being like, okay, all right, I was about to, but let me draw it back and let me take a breath. Or like, let's say we're used to like, and then the person goes to like walk away or something. I feel like that's like a time where, okay, you trying, let me give you more chances. But if like the second or third time or fourth time even they get into an argument, or we get into an argument, and then like there's still the same energy, then I feel like, okay, it's time to go walk away. But if I'm giving you a chance, and like if I give you, like, I'm gonna at least give you one chance. If I give you one chance and I see even the tiniest bit of effort, that's cool with me, because real change takes time. The fake change, that's the change that happens like this because it ain't real. It's a facade. But when someone's really working on like trying to change something about themselves, it takes time. So I would give the person that space. I feel like it really depends on how they're reacting.
I believe that, right? Because honestly, change doesn't come overnight. Change will never come overnight. So it does take time.
Yeah, that's the fake change.
Like, right, exactly. Like if somebody say that they change drastically in 2-3 months, you're a lie.
Yeah, right?
You're a lie. So, you
could like see the change in 2 or 3 months, but it ain't a full change yet. Like, even in terms of, I'll bring it to another, just like in terms of like, being consistent is something that like I'm definitely doing better with, but I still sometimes like, I'll find myself lacking a little bit, and I'm like, all right, get yourself together. But because I see like so much change and so much consistency in my consistency, if that makes sense, because I have that now, I'm able to see it and like, okay, I can see me. Okay, this is becoming of like a part of my life now. Like now I'm being a consistent person on all bases, and I like it. Like I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. I like this about myself. So then it pushes me to do it more. And I feel like in terms of like just like bringing it back, like in terms of relationship, I feel like if a person was like kind of like on some stuff where they're like like the yelling thing, I'll bring it back to that because you don't need making a whole new example. So like if we're on the yelling thing, like if that person like sees that their partner feels better about them not yelling or whatever the case is, like if they feel better about that, then they'll probably be like, okay, look at me, I'm getting more head, now I'm getting more love. You know what I mean?
More head though, not more head.
You know, I just thought of something that like I don't know a guy would say. I don't know.
And now we get more head now, like
but you know you're seeing some benefits from you act like changing what the person wanted you to change.
Baby, I won't yell no more.
Yeah, like I yell it again. Like I'm liking how it's going right now. So let me like not do this thing because I'm liking the
real
results.
shit.
You know
real
what I mean?
shit. Quick like, shit though, real quick. Right. All right, 1 minute. All right. My homegirl, like we on. So for everybody that don't know, we on the live on my page, whatever. But my homegirl, T-Lo Q-Dash, she said that you get one chance with me and that's it. After that one I give you. You know, that's basically it.
Damn.
I believe her about that.
She ain't giving no chances.
Because she real stern. Like she one of them ones. So you know what? It is some people in the world that is like that. That's like, listen, after that one you done, That's it.
Sometimes somebody will do something to you so crazy that it forces you to be like that though. To where you kind of had like, it's like almost like a self-protection sort of thing. I could feel that too.
But you know what though? She became like that over time, because I know T for like a long time. And I know she was a chance giver once before in your life. You was a chance giver. With a certain someone, we're not going to give her the clout. We're not going to give her the time of day. We won't even mention her big nose ass. But, you used to give her a couple chances. But then, after a while, it's like once you keep going through shit in life, you'd be like, you know what? No more chances. That's it. I'm done, finito. So I think she might have got to her crossroad, and that's when she became that. I'm not giving not a damn thing no more.
And that's like understandable. I feel like it really depends on what you're giving chances to, because we're talking about something light as like yelling or whatever, but it could be something as like a serial cheater. Like let's say you with this man and he just like keep cheating on you, and the next thing you know he come home with a baby, and then they come home with a STD or something.
Oh yeah, once
crazy.
a cheater, always a cheater.
Like, but if someone's continuous, like you let so many chances go, and then like let's say you were in love with this man, y'all was engaged, and he come home with a baby. Like let's say you could, like that's something that would like if that happened to me, my next relationship, I'd be like, no, I'm not giving chances because this man done hurt me to the point where he done came back with a baby. Like I don't know, I just feel like it's certain things that you probably should be a little more stern on. I'm just a chance taker. I'm a chance taker. I live on, I'm not gonna say the wild side, but I live on the line of like, I'll look at something and I'm not gonna be like, as long as it makes I have to be able to rationalize it in my head, but like, I'm not afraid to take the chance. I'm not afraid to take the risk, because I feel like life without risk is what? Like no risk, no reward. Like I like living like that.
Facts.
But we're about to take a quick break. When we come back,
before we go to the break, I'm gonna leave y'all with like a quick question. Right, because it's something that I love when we in person, because like we can just really like go off each other.
Yep.
So this is what we're gonna do. The question is, right? All right. Is it okay to accept a cheater? Because a lot of women do it. So think about that during the break. When we get back, we want to see y'all on the station as well. I know y'all heard me. Tap in on them comments on the station. When we get back from the break, y'all know what it is. Get y'all requesting as well.
So I just wanted to apologize to you guys who are tuning in on Stereotype Radio. We had a little technical difficulties because, as you know, we are recording via video as well. So it's just a lot going on. So I do apologize for cutting you guys out the conversation. We still love you. We did not mean to cut you guys off. But yeah, we're back. So when we left off, we were talking about cheating. We were talking about a bunch of different cheating topics, right? But I want to pose a question. So the question is, if let's say you're cool with obviously you're cool with your best friend, right? And you're pretty cool with your best friend's partner because you guys have been best friends for a long time. Maybe their relationship has gone for a long time, right? So you know this person. If you knew that your best friend's partner was cheating on them, would you tell them? Yes or no? And then why? Because I'm going to tell you one thing about it. I mind my business. I mind my business. I feel like you going out of your way, even if it is your best friend, I feel like it's doing the most, because at the end of the day, what if your best friend doesn't believe you and then gets mad at you and thinks you're on some hate? Oh, you just hating, or like my man would never, or what if you think they're cheating? Like, what if you see, like, what if it's a situation where they're like out to eat or something? You like, oh, that looked too cozy, and it's like the cousin or something crazy. Like,
I'm gonna give it to you like this. Woo-wee. I love these type of subjects because this stuff that really hit home. So. I mean, shout out to everybody on the station. Once again, we sorry to y'all, but y'all tapped in with us now. But we about to get real juicy with this one, right? I'm gonna give y'all a real life situation, right? I knew some folks or whatever that his girl was cheating on him, right? His brother knew about it. His brother told him. He didn't believe his brother.
Dang.
Now, I personally think that a lot of times people choose not to accept what's going on, even though they might know that it's going on. the back of their mind, they don't want to accept that's what's really going on.
Facts.
So would I ever tell if my best friend was cheating on his girl? It only depends on if, well, you know what? No, because it's like for real, even if that's my best friend, but I just know her, or if I'm close to shit with both of them, I'm still not telling because I don't want to be in the middle of it.
Right.
I would encourage him to either stop, or I would encourage them to be honest about the situation. That's what I would do. But there's no way. But yes, certain people will get the truth from somebody and then say either you're hating, you don't want to see me with this person, or they'll believe it. But in the back of their mind, they really might know this is going on. I just don't want to believe it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a real life thing because when you put yourself in the middle now, like, so now are you like risking all those things, right? All the things you're risking those, but you're also risking like losing out on 2 friendships. Because now the person who's cheating is mad that you told them, and now this person is mad that you in their business for real. Because they could probably, like, it's even down to situations. Because we gonna keep it real. It's Ranting Raving, so we gonna be real. I'm sorry, we gonna keep it real. I don't care if your feelings hurt.
Let's do it.
Women, sometimes as women, you might know your man is cheating, but you trying to ignore it as much as possible because everything else in a relationship might be like going the way you want it to. So you keep trying to ignore it because like maybe the man's not like outright with it. Maybe he's kind of sneaky about it, and you kind of find out an accident or whatever, but you're trying to ignore it. Now a person bringing it to your attention is now putting you in a state of like embarrassment. So now you're like embarrassed and you're like, the heck, like, I know this, but how you know this? Like, you know what I mean? And now they're mad at you. So now you've like literally lost 2 friendships, which I think, I mean, if I personally feel like if a friendship ends over something like that, y'all was never really that close anyway.
Right.
Because I feel like you should be able to have like open communication and just like healthy dialogue about how you feel.
Right.
So I feel like it probably was never that solid anyway, but I feel like that's the thing. Like people may, like ladies, we may know. I don't know. I can't speak for men. You could talk for the men on that side, but I feel like ladies may know sometimes, but they don't want other people to know they know.
No, but men know too, though. Men know too.
They ignore it because their pride, right?
Men know too.
I feel like that's maybe a human nature thing. It's just like pride. It's pride. Like we don't want to admit that, you know, that we're we don't want to admit that we're in a crazy situation. We don't want to admit that it's dubbed. Like it's off on there, so we can't. We don't want to admit that we're in these situations. We don't want to admit that, you know, we're getting cheated on and that we're accepting it. Because that's like embarrassing. Like even though a lot of people deal with it, it's embarrassing. Like if a person makes a mistake or isn't like whatever, that's fine. But if a person continuously cheats on you, like y'all been together 4 years and like every year you can at least count 2 or 3 times, like that's a serial cheater at this point. Like, you know what I mean? And this person has no intention on doing you right. The person's only going to do you dirty. So I feel like that's definitely something that could probably be an issue. Hold up, the embarrassment.
We right here like in chat real quick on Instagram. We got Steph Love that say, I want to know and I won't say where it came from. I will hope that's what you're saying, because I won't say where it came from. Oh, and she said I won't say that it came from you. All right, but so here's the thing though, right? Okay, let's just say the person do tell you, right? Or let's say like they do tell you, right? But don't nobody know but them, and then you confront the person that you're with. They gonna know it came from that person. They're gonna know. Like that's like I only told one person. Now unless it came from like the girl. Like, well, now unless it came from the person, you know what I'm saying, like they was actually like cheating with. But here's the thing though, right? Let's talk about the people that. Let's talk about the ones who what was I about to say? The ones. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get it together. Let's talk about the people that know that like the cheating is going on, right? They know what's going on. Hold on, I'm trying to catch it. I'm fraud for y'all right now like a motherfucker. I'm fraud for y'all right now. No, cause like I had it was on like it was on it was on the tip of the tongue. The people that the people that cheat. All right, bet. I think I got it. All right, so let's talk about. Hold on. That way they won't have no way to know. Well, hold on. I'm not saying nothing no time soon. That way they won't know I have a chance to take one. All right, okay, so Steph Love said that like basically they won't say nothing right away. They'll basically wait a while and make it look like they found out for themselves. That's possible.
That's very possible.
That's very possible.
Okay, I see it. I see what's it. Yeah, I feel like that's probably common too. I feel like it's probably something that people don't want to admit that's common, but I feel like that's a common drum. Like, yeah, right. That could definitely happen.
Right.
For sure. Like, right. Yeah. Because it comes down to, it really comes down to the person. Let's be clear. It comes down to the person, and I think it comes down to the pride levels.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. So, before I forget. Now, listen, right? Let's say, what about the people that find out that the person was cheating, but then they come to you and say, did you know all along, and why didn't you tell me? That makes the situation hard as well. The backlash be crazy, because it's like, all right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They might have not found out. Like, let's say like they caught the person red-handed cheating. They caught him in the act. They walked up in the crib. They call me red-handed. It wasn't the girl next door. You know what I'm saying? Caught him just like that or whatever. On the bathroom floor. You feel me? They call you up. You know this motherfucker been cheating on me the whole time? And getting that reaction, you're not going to say no. You ain't going to say no quick. You're not going to say no quick. What's going to happen is you're going to pause and be like, no. That pause going to give everything away. The pause going to give it all away. The pause going to be like, oh, this nigga knew the whole time. You ain't even tell me. Now they mad at you.
I feel like that could happen. But see, as you're saying this, I always put myself in the position first, and then I look at all different perspectives. And for me, I'd be like, girl, you know I mind my business. Because I do, right? And I can stand on that and say, I mind my business. I don't be in people's business. So I feel like if you carry it like that as a person on a regular basis, then it's easy for you to say something like, well, I mind my business, so that was none of my business. But if you a messy person already, or not even a messy person, you just a person, maybe you just don't always mind your business. Because that's a skill. That's a tactic. Like, it's a skill that you have to learn. I'm still learning how to completely mind my business, because a lot of things, listen, it's a skill. People think, just minding your business. It's like a hard thing to learn sometimes, because sometimes you'll think of something, or you'll think something like, you'll like comment or insert yourself in some way, just trying to help or just whatever. But then when you think back, you're like, ooh, I wasn't minding my business. So I feel like in a position like that, shorty come to me, did you know my man was cheating? I had an inkling, but you know what? That's none of my business. So I minded my business. And a female who knows me is gonna be like, yeah, you do be kind of out the way. Like I do, yeah, I peep that. So I feel like, it depends on what type of person you are too. Because if you're known for mess, and you know that person, and you know that my friend's man is cheating, and you don't say nothing, but you tell me everybody else man's cheating. How come you didn't tell me mine was? Yeah, so I think, you know what I mean. It could work out for you, but it also, you could be cool, but you could come out of that like losing a friendship. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't always mind my business. Right. Like, I literally had to learn that I don't need to comment on everything. Right. Because I'm the type of person that if like something rubs me like the wrong way, like if I'm not feeling it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like somebody wants some, excuse my language, to the two adults around, but if you want some fuck shit and I know it and it's just rubbing me the wrong way, it's making me itch, I'm gonna say something. Like I'm gonna like really like check you. And it's like, I had to learn that, you know what? Not everything is even worth my response. Not everything is worth me even giving my input, because my input is so golden that it's like, who are you really to me? Mm-hmm. So I had to learn that. Now I know. So it's like a lot of things I don't even be like, I'll be like, excuse my language, I'll be like, fuck that shit. Honestly, and also another thing, and people may say that this is selfish, but I really don't care. I always look at things like, does this benefit me?
Right.
I'm sorry, like, Ooh, I don't even want. Ooh, I got a good example, but I don't want to make. I really don't want to offend anyone. But I'll just say it in general. People like
That's why we dropped the misbehaving.
Yeah, that's why we dropped the misbehaving, because people get their feelings hurt.
And I ain't get no memo about that. I just seen like the new logo, Ranting Raving. I'm like, well, where's the misbehaving?
Because
I'm
it's
like,
implied. It's implied. They know
Okay.
who he is.
Okay.
They know who he is.
Okay.
Say no.
Okay.
But no, I feel like recently someone, I'll put it very generally. Recently someone asked me to do something, like be a part of something that they have. Like, let's just say a podcast, because it's very similar, right?
Okay.
And I literally, and when I was looking at like the things that were going to be talked about, they like wanted me to come speak. And I was looking at it and I said, okay, all right, I'm liking the subjects. I feel like I could add value to this, right? But can it add value to me? And that's where I draw the line, because I have so many things that I do. Like if I have to go out my way, like if I have to go do something that's not already like pretty much like in alignment with what I'm already doing, I really have to ask myself, is it worth me taking away time from this, effort from this, money from this to go do this? Is it? And when I mean money, I mean something as simple as like getting there. Like gas, whatever, Uber, whatever. Yeah. Like I'm talking about something as simple as that. Like, how does this benefit? Like I'm giving up something to be here. So what is it giving back to me? And I really feel like that, because I also feel like I don't ask people to do things that don't like that they're not getting anything from. Like if I ask someone, like we're about to start bringing guest co-hosts on the pod, right? When I start bringing these guests on, they know they're coming to a platform that's got a lot going on. Right. So them being on the platform alone, like their name being associated with everything that we have going on all the platform and all the lanes that we have in the platform, that's a look for them. It ain't necessarily a look for us.
Right.
It could be, but I'm just saying it's more of a look for them because we have the platform. So I feel as though when it comes down to stuff like that, I really have to look at how it benefits me, and that's how I've been carrying it lately. Like I had to respectfully decline on the situation, and it was like great. Like I would have enjoyed doing it, but also like that, like the brands that like some of the brands weren't like, you're not like consistent.
Right.
At best. Like I can't even say you're not active, but you're not consistent with anything. So my thing is, if you can't even be consistent, then like what's the whole point of me? You know what I mean? And I'm being consistent. Then we don't even match. We don't even
exactly.
We not even like, we might both be socks, but you got a high top sock and a
low top. Yeah.
And that's
what are we doing?
Comfortable. Like what we doing? Right. It's not comfortable. So right. I'm not.
What up,
and
Ness?
I feel like we have to like, you know, I was guys sneaking a little words of wisdom, and I don't know what episode this is. I'm gonna start learning my episodes. We almost to 100, so it's a lot. But like, there's an episode where I talk about like reserve. Yeah. Oof, y'all know. Y'all know. You kind of like settle for what you settle for what you feel like you deserve. So if you're settling for like crumbs, that's because you feel like you deserve crumbs.
You deserve crumbs, right?
If you settling for the billions, that's because you know you're worth the billions. Like we have to realize how we like act and like what we do or choose not to do is really, really, really based on how we feel about ourselves.
Facts.
And the way we move, especially. So even bringing it full circle, like if we're carrying ourselves a certain way, then of course a person gonna look at us crazy if we holding back on information. Cause you the type of person, you might be the person who tell everybody business, but you couldn't tell me about my business.
Exactly.
So I don't know. It's one of them things.
But it's about the niggas who telling like you know everybody's business but your own business.
Yeah, that part. Oh, that's a good.
What?
Yo, that's a good one
right there. There you go.
That's a good one. Why do people
Episode
do
105.
that? Yo, it's almost always the person like, all right, so it's like levels. So like that's a good one. So it's levels, right? I feel like it's tiers. I feel like there's people who minimally tell business. It's people who really tell all your business.
What?
And then it's people who will just like, they have no limits. Yeah, you know his drawers was outside. They put everything out. Like it's one of them people who will just get dirty with it. And I feel like the people who get dirty with it are the people who don't say nothing about themselves.
Right.
They won't say anything.
Listen, the niggas who putting out business like that, the niggas who telling all your business is the ones who's hollering once one small thing about them is told. They going off the rails, but you out here telling everybody business. You out here giving up everything. You can't hold water.
That's a fact.
Even if it meant you holding it so you don't dehydrate. You can't hold that shit. You gotta tell, yeah, this what happened. Niggas is like that. So
They
it's
like that.
look, listen.
So with all this crazy relationship mess that's going on in the U.S., let's talk about the passport bros. Passport bros.
Hold up. We never got to the answer, like the question.
Oh, I thought that was for them to when the episode drops.
Oh, damn, you're right. It is.
So when the episode drops, they can leave it in the comments and then we'll address it on the next one.
You're right. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm on to be alive.
I'm on the Pinot. I'm on the Pinot right now. Heavy.
So
Pinot Grigio.
We're about to tap into the passport bros. I feel like this is also a good segue, right? So for those who don't know, passport bros are any man who, I say it's bros.
Any
so
male
it's
or female?
I was gonna say male or female, but they call them passport bros.
So then there must be a lot of bros doing it.
I feel like it's like male based.
Okay.
So they're reaching out. They're going, meeting people overseas and going out to them, meeting them. Trying to wine and dine them. But a lot of them are either getting taken advantage of, or actually getting killed, robbed and killed, held for ransom. But this is getting bigger and bigger. It's becoming more of an issue. So my whole thing is, so my main thing that I have with the passport bros is, number one, the first issue that they were having was literally just girls doing the same thing that they were trying to avoid here in the U.S. They were getting the same thing, only they're spending more money to catch the flight overseas. They still want to get wined and dined. They still need money for a bill and all this. But I mean, I even heard one story where the guy was like, "Yeah, we talked for 2 weeks. I went out there. When I went out there, she wanted like over $1,000 from me off the first this is first date type stuff. We haven't even known each other a full month, and you asking for racks.
You can go to the Dominican Republic and get it popping for a 40-piece.
But that's what they on. So it comes down to.
I ain't never been there though, y'all. Listen. I'm trying to go though, but go ahead.
It comes down to people. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say it that way. I want to say it like this. The problem is that if you're looking for something in one aspect and you're not getting the results that you want, then maybe you should try another perspective and see if or another idea, another way of doing things. Like, I feel like a lot of the passport bros, a lot of their complaints come from like women not being submissive enough, or not being feminine enough. That's a big thing. Femininity is a huge thing.
Hell
they
yeah,
feel like
I don't nigga want no yeah.
Not a yeah.
Like, come here, nigga.
No,
rub my titty.
Yo, that's how. No, I've been seeing girls on the internet act like that. Meatball is one. I'm gonna call out name. Meatball. Hey, yo, when she was like with her man or whatever.
When she do that deep voice.
Shout out to Meatball.
I'm not even saying nothing, yo.
No, shout out to Meatball. It's all love. It's all she choke. She know what it is. She joke. She play all day.
When
she know
Meatball do that deep voice, listen, if I was her nigga and she ever did that deep voice around me, I'm punching a square in her face.
On accident, on purpose.
On accident. Because it's like, you talking like that got me really thinking that you one of the ones. And listen, today's society, you can't play like that, because it's like a lot of one of the ones they be looking just like females or whatever. You start talking like that, I'm sucker punching you real right.
Wait, I just people one of them ones mean. I'm about to get up and walk out this podcast right now.
We ain't getting canceled today now.
Yo, okay. One of them ones is perfect. I love one of them ones.
One of them ones.
Yeah, one of them ones. But no, for real, like, I feel like femininity, okay, I feel like, what do men, like, want? Because I feel like some females, I feel like they take it overboard with the femininity, and they'll be doing things like, I gotta get my nails, my hair, wax, eyebrows, eyelashes, right? But then, like, they don't know how to cook, they don't even, like, not they too busy to clean, they just don't clean. They don't do laundry, the normal stuff, right? And they don't, like, they're not, like, nurturing, because I feel like that's a part of being feminine, is being nurturing.
I hate a beautiful bum.
right? But also like, but we'll talk about that. But also the nurturing part, because isn't that like a thing like that men want, but females like I think neglect, like just wanting to be like I don't know, just like affectionate, because men want you to show them affection too. I feel like it'd be one sided a lot of times. Like the things that females want, if a man wants it, they'll try to like play it off as if like, oh, you're feminine for wanting that. But it's like, isn't it human nature to crave to be loved and to love?
Yes, because
Like,
first of all, see, but niggas be having a lot to do with this bull too, like with this bullish as well, because it's like a lot of niggas. Yeah, I said bullish, YouTube bullish, not, but the thing is that a lot of men, they definitely want to be loved a certain way. Like, first of all, me speaking from personally, like personal, like I mean, like experience or whatever. When I'm going through a long day, or if I'm having, if like my family working me too much, because everybody know I'm like a fame person that just do too much for them niggas. But you know, I'm so family that it's like some days I'm overwhelmed, doing stuff for me, the fam, just everybody, just being that go-to person, and it's like I want my girl to just, I be wanting just to, I be wanting to go home to a woman, lay my head on them and just vent, just same way y'all come home from work and want to put y'all feet in a nigga hand, let a nigga rub your feet while y'all vent and talk about chicks at the job that we don't know who y'all talking about. We don't know what y'all talking about. We just listening. But we be wanting to do that as well with the women. Exactly, nephew, we do. We want to just lay my head on your titty. Lay my head on the titty or two. You got it, John? All right. Lay our head like a titty, and you know, and just vent.
I feel like that's fair, and I feel like if some females like, I feel like they don't even, I feel like that's more than fair. But I also feel like some women don't. I feel like some women don't even go as far as to ask like, "How was your day?"
A lot of them don't.
I feel like that's like, I hate saying this, but I feel like a lot of if you don't care how the person that you're with, if you don't even care how their day went, did they eat today? Did they have a long?
But men do that
day?
too, though.
They
and
do,
I think it's
right?
a society thing.
Maybe it is, but I feel like it shows that you're not really super interested. I'm not talking about like if you just like once or twice you don't do it, but I'm talking about for the general. You know what I mean? Generally,
it's about manners though. When you really want to keep it a beam,
it's
because
about
it's like
caring though,
caring and manners. Because it's like a lot of people ain't grow up with their people asking them that.
That's deep.
You feel me? Like
that's deep.
If you ain't get that coming up, how can you pass that down? So it's like, you know, they might not heard it from their mom or their dad. Yeah, how was your day? I used to get that from my folks. So it's like I know how to just shit. God rest my cousin's soul. I miss you, nigga, every day. He used to call me, "What's up, nigga? How's your day?" Yeah. That's because we came up on that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I think that like the generation, they done got misconstrued with how they carry themselves. So they won't even ask their significant other, "How was your day?" It's just, "What's up?" And then just start talking about some bullshit. Schnit. YouTube schnit. All right.
I feel that, and I feel like that's probably, I didn't even think about that, but I feel like that might be like a lot, not just with the "how was your day," but with a lot of different things. I feel like that's very accurate. Like maybe they weren't raised in that way, or like even in terms of like, all right, this is a whole nother subject, but we're going to just, I know this is one of them deep questions, but we're going to touch on it. Like, I feel like that comes with being raised off from love and being raised off survival. Because I don't think that people, I don't think that people, I don't think that people I don't think that people who are loved out of survival can like have healthy relationships with people who are I don't feel like people are hold on. Because I keep typing, everything keep going off. I don't know. I feel that people who are raised off of survival can't have healthy relationships. Who are raised with people who are, I feel like people who were raised out of survival cannot have healthy relationships who were raised from love, and unless they've done the work on themselves. And the reason why I think this is because you got to think about the simple fact of like something as simple as how was your day. That's a household of love.
Yes.
A one raised off survival, the mom probably not even there, the dad probably nowhere around, but the mom probably not even there to like even greet them after school, let alone ask how was their day. They probably not even there. They might be asleep, getting ready for their night shift. They might be at work or whatever. So I feel like it's certain things of that nature. And a person who is raised out of love is expecting that. And the person raised off survival doesn't even know that type of talk is healthy talk or exists. So I feel like that's why I feel like that love and survival thing, I know it's a big topic on the internet. People argue about it, but I feel like no. Because of things like that.
My nephew in the chat said it's all about what social media thinks today, and
facts.
That
and
is
terrible.
Facts, Neff. That's facts, because a lot of social media, they deem this stuff that, like, how was your day? Corny. Like, it's chicks that will call guys corny for asking that question. Or they will think, oh yeah, this nigga just trying to get such and such with the nigga. Who you think you fooling with the how's your day? I just want to know how your day was, baby girl.
Real quick, let's just be clear. Those are the hurt, bitter chicks who won't be able to have healthy relationships because they're not healed. And if I hear, let me not get into that. But when I say healed, I mean they haven't done the work. Because everybody swear they healed and healing and all this, and they be the nastiest, bitterest, like just evil-spirited hoes. Okay? Hoes. It be them who talk about they healed and all this and they healing. Like, girl, you are nasty. Like, it is like the hate is like coming out of your pores. You're nasty, but you talking about you healing. So let's talk. I'm gonna rephrase that for the women who haven't done the work on themselves. Cause let's be clear, women, we need work. Okay, fellas too, but I can only speak to ladies. I don't speak to men. I speak to ladies. So ladies, yeah, we have work on it. We need to do work on ourselves. But I'm telling you, all that, oh, he corny and all that, he corny. I guarantee you get with the next man who don't even give two shits if you ate the next day or ate that day. Then you be like, where the corny nigga at? He used to care about my day. Listen, if a person is asking about your day, that's basically saying, I love you. I care about you. That's another way of saying that.
Factual. Like,
you can't just be out here expecting you expect these men to be so, like, you want them to be hard as nails, but you also want them to be affectionate and like compassionate. It don't work like that. You can't have both. That's what they say.
They want gangsta boos.
Yo, that's what. Do you see the thing on Facebook or Instagram, whatever? It was basically like, y'all want quote unquote hood nigga. Y'all want a hood nigga with like nice guy. Y'all want a bad guy with nice guy qualities. It does not work like that. Just like men be wanting like a freaky girl or like something like that, but they don't, or they want girls to dress like a certain way, but they don't want girls to dress a certain way like outside
or
with them or whatever.
Or just like gay women be wanting these butch dyke chicks that look just like niggas and hit them with the strap. I be confused how you don't want me, but you want a nigga that look just like me.
Yo.
But can't give you the real D.I. Never mind, let me stop.
I feel like that's also trauma too, because I feel like I don't know. I can't speak for all types, but I feel like if you want a super manly stud, I feel like sometimes there's trauma behind you and a man. I'm not saying you got raped and all that, because a lot of people, or graped. But I feel like that is a thing. Yeah, you gotta say grape for YouTube. So I'm not saying that you like had to get graped or whatever, but I feel like it probably is something that you had with a man that didn't turn out right, which turned you to women who look like men.
Facts.
If you weren't already like on women, like if this was like a weird, like let's say you got 4 kids, all of a sudden you got a wife, and you are a wife. I feel like something happened. Something happened because there's no way, unless you were always messing with females, like that was always like a little thing for you. If it's just a random switch, because like, I be seeing a lot of like same-sex couples that are females, right? And it'd be like, oh, like, no, these are my half. Like, they be called, like, they have, like, the baby mom has a baby mom. You ever hear people say that? Like, I know people say it as like a friendly thing, but like, no, like they really, like the other mom is raising the kids.
Oh yeah.
With
yeah.
her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the kids are from like a previous relationship, or like or
Yeah.
I literally currently know a situation.
Because I always used to wonder who was the dad out of that. But okay.
You could probably figure out who the dad is based off the dress. Maybe though.
But sometimes both of them be
feminine,
out.
Right?
But what you was about to say?
No, I was about to say I know a situation right now with two women who are in a relationship, and the one stepped out of the relationship and had a baby, brought the baby back, now they raising it. Yeah. I also know another situation where they now have a total of 6 kids together, and it happened in a time where they were married to each other, legally married to each other, but they kept going to get on the side. And so they kept bringing home babies. So now they got this big Brady Bunch, like, blended family thing going on. But why not just have a man come into the relationship and be poly?
You know what?
For all that.
Why not have the man come into a relationship, like, be poly? But here's the thing. I'm about to sound like a piece of crap.
No, we just have an honest,
this is an honest,
healthy dialogue. That's it.
I'm a good daddy. I'm a good father. I take care of my kids. I love them to death. But if some women was doing that to me, like, found out that she had a chick and they were just bringing kids home, y'all take care of the kid then. Mom and dad, there you go. I would just a sperm donor.
Well, that's
don't
how,
ask for $1.
The one that I'm referring to, that's how they do it. None of the dads is involved. They was all one night stands.
Oh.
These weren't the same man they were bringing back.
Them niggas is nasty. I ain't even hitting nothing raw. I'm not hitting nothing on a Monday night raw the first night I meet it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's just ill.
I feel like that's crazy too, but like, I'm not saying, so I know these people personally, so I'm not saying that everyone wasn't someone that they knew beforehand. Like, they probably knew these people beforehand and had a crazy night. But what I'm saying is, if you're saying that you like vagina, but you keep going to get something on the side, why don't you just incorporate all three? Because y'all both are
because people be scared of poly. You know why? A lot of
y'all already live in poly anyway.
But a lot of women. Listen, I'm going to keep it a bean. A lot of women, they be stingy. Y'all hate sharing. No, I don't want to share.
For sure.
Like, listen, you know how many gay females I dated that literally wasn't messing with butches? They was messing with females. Mm-hmm. And then when I say, well, let's get the 3 popping, I'm not letting them get none of that good art.
Yeah, women are selfish.
I don't like hearing that. That's selfish to me. That's selfish to me. But then will let a nigga that, they'll let another nigga do it though. But they won't give you like, and you know what, like, you know what's funny? I had one female tell me, I don't even want to say her name because I know she's probably watching or she probably gonna see this. But I had one female tell me that I don't value them other niggas the way I value you. So I wouldn't dare share you with them bitches. Excuse my language. That's what she said. I understood her in a way. That don't mean I liked it. That don't mean I was cool with it.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it, but that's actually a high. That's like a respect thing.
That's
actually,
a respect thing.
It's like she actually loves you, and she just doesn't want to like. Yeah, I feel that.
I was mad though, cause like the nigga in me, it's like I want to have 2 at one time,
but like
the gentleman in me is like, I respect that.
Put it on the other perspective though, because this is a topic that, shout out to you. You know who you are when you see this. You gave me this topic, and I didn't want to bring it to the pod, but I had a friend. I had a friend tell me that I should bring up the fact. I should pose this question, and this ties into yours, right? Because we're gonna flip it on what you just said. As female, okay, so in a way. So I was gonna ask you basically. So what if? So basically, let me say the question. So the question is, as a woman, would you? The question was posed this way: as a woman, could you deal with a man who dealt with other men? So now I'm looking at it. Okay, we're talking about women who deal with other women. What if you're a woman dealing with like another man who's dealing with another man? How about y'all? How about that poly thing? Because men don't want to be poly with another man, right? They only want to be poly with another woman, so it's one-sided. But men would feel the exact same way as a female if it was more like socially accepted to be bisexual as a man.
So it's like,
Yeah, they would feel the same way.
So it's like, it's not a full spicy sandwich, but it's a partial spicy sandwich, is what you're saying?
I mean, that's bedroom talk, but I mean, even in terms of like, let's say a real poly relationship,
My nephew gonna say pause.
Yeah, like let's say you're in this room. Okay, you have this a 2-bedroom apartment. One night you with this man, one night you with this man.
Right.
Your other partner, because that's how a man will play it. One night you're with this woman.
Keita, what up, baby?
The other night you're with this woman. Y'all all living in the same house, doing the same things. You know, this person watches, this person does this. Everyone got their little role and everything like that.
Right.
But we gonna flip it. It's 2 men instead of 2 females. Men couldn't handle that either.
It's
so
a train though too as well. It's a toot
I agree. I also
Come
agree.
on that train.
I agree. I agree, and also I don't support that. Like I don't think that's like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, but I just feel like if we're just talking like unbiasedly, like the same way some women can't handle having, sharing, neither can a man.
Well, yeah, sir.
So,
you know what? I actually have found a man. Well, I don't know him personally, but I know his girl. He does not like the fact that she messes with girls sometimes. I'm like, how you mad your girl messing with another girl? I'm
not
like,
sharing.
If it's another chick, no, he don't even want to share. It's just like,
it just bothers him.
It just bothers him, and I'm like, what's wrong with this nigga? Like, where did he grow up at?
Because there are men who just like are like completely turned off to homosexuality in general, whether it be male or female. Like some men just are not. They don't. That's not for them. They don't want it, because some men, I feel like, and it's just some people. I feel like not. I'm not saying men. Some people are just kind of like, they're just against that in general. So they look at it in both ways. Like, I don't want it man on man. I don't want woman on woman. Let's keep it Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Yeah, because a lot of listen, it's believe it or not, it's a lot of men in the world who rather just have one girl and don't have multiples. To me, those are niggas who can't carry the load.
Yeah.
But
or the men who matured enough to realize one is all they need.
That's not a that's not a mature or an immature thing. That's what we like to teach us on. You know, we're gonna carry that into next week for sure, because that's a good one. We need Kesh here for that, and we need Pop in the background for that one as well.
Shout out to Kesh. We didn't even acknowledge. Okay, let's acknowledge. Kesh is out sick. I don't know if we said this in the beginning. She is super, super sick.
We started
Shout
like we didn't even exist.
Yeah, we're sorry.
We love you.
We definitely love you. We definitely sending you well wishes. Better. We hope you feel better, and we'll definitely see you next week.
You ain't like you in the bed right now getting pox sick. That's just sick. That's just sick getting pox sick.
Shout out to Blizzy B. Paco. We're about to wrap up.
Hold
this
up, can we wrap it up? Well, just like this last question,
go
right?
ahead.
Since we on women and just we talking real spice tonight, right? Listen, right? We're gonna end it with this though, right, Pink? I seen this on the net, and I wanted to ask you this when Kesh was here, but I said no because I don't want to ask you with another person in the room. I like it with just only you in here, right? All right.
Put you in the hot seat.
Hot seat for real. This shit sizzling, right? So let's just say your best friend dying. The only way to save your best friend is for your man to give her some peanut.
I saw that.
What you doing?
My man is my best friend. Point blank the fuck period. What he gonna do? Beat off? The hell?
What a way to save it. I love it. Listen.
You ain't never gonna put me in no hot seat. It's already hot enough in here.
Listen, she saved it with that one. I did have mentality for y'all this week, but that was mentality. Look, this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to save mentality for next week because it's going to be a 2-part mentality. It's actually 2 things. So next week, definitely get ready for that one.
We got a full breakdown.
Yes, we definitely do.
Thank you so much for tapping in and sharing this time with us. We love y'all so much, and we will see y'all next week. I am your girl, Pink Lee.
I'm your man, True Cocky Dre. I know where to follow me at. True Cocky Dre on Instagram. The number 2, the word cocky, the word Dre. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Yes,
man.
and at Hi Pink Lee, HIPINKKLEE. Make sure you following our Ranting Raving Podcast Instagram at Ranting Raving Podcast, and also follow Stereotype Radio. The Vibe. Make sure you're at The Vibe. Even whenever this airs, it doesn't matter because The Vibe is the first Monday of every month. So pop out and stay tuned for more.
Yes,
we will see y'all next week.
This Monday. Make sure that y'all are at The Vibe.